All right, so should college coaches condemn high school athletes that transfer high schools multiple times, right? It's been said that a lot of college coaches in today's game do not like high school athletes that transfer because they're not showing commitment or loyalty. And if they're doing that at high school, what's going to stop them from doing that at college? Well, here's another alternative to that. I'm going to answer that question. In my humble assessment, I think it depends on the context and situation because not all transfers are equal. What if a high school kid is leaving a school because his coach is just not utilizing them correctly, or the coach is just not good, or the coach is biased, or the coach has politics, right? Ain't no way a high school kid is going to sit there for 4 years and just be used as a test dummy while he could have went to another school or she could have went to another school and showcase their talent somewhere else. So this question is prompted more for kids that transfer like every year or more than one time, and until they try to hopefully find the right fit. And you got some college coaches blasting high school kids for that. So let's look at totality. College coaches, a fair question. Do you hold yourself to that same standard when college players transfer to your school? I mean, you got needs to fill. College players leave and graduate all the time, right? If an experienced college player that's highly recruited comes to you, do you tell them no? Because if you don't tell them no, how are you going to get mad at a high school player for doing the same thing that player did? And if you're valuing it differently because this player is proven at a collegiate level, the process of transferring and the intent is the same. Doesn't matter. High school guys are going to put themselves in situations that they feel is best. High school girls too. And that's what any athlete is going to do with the rules the way they allow it. And I think the biggest problem is in 2023, a lot of these coaches have been around for decades and they're not used to seeing these many transfers at one time or it being publicized this big. Now that it's allowed and it's a lot more open, it's a transition. And a lot of these coaches are going to have to come to the reality. If you're accepting transfers, you can't get mad at a high school kid doing the same thing, because a lot of you coaches aren't loyal. You guys are take one job today and then have another job tomorrow and then recruit a kid to come play for you and you out. And now that kid is stuck at that school. So it's all over the place, But I'll say this. The biggest challenge for kids transferring is not them and their so-called perception of lack of loyalty. It really has to do with college players that are experiencing better than them at that level transferring. That's their competition because now with the college people kids being able to transfer, a high school athlete is like expendable. So if a high school player changes to another school, they're going to have a harder time, because college coaches are valuing college prospects more. And that's what we've been seeing.